Yo, what up, guys? I've been looking into a lot of AI artwork lately, and I gotta say, it is. I'm like, what the wow. So this is what it's called, dall-e. It's like wall-e, and it's been making sort of like it's been somewhat viral, not really, but somewhat viral in the art world. Where I guess a lot of people are looking into it, kind of thing. Would this replace artists?
They took our jobs.
No, not really, because it doesn't have any originality or anything like that. It's a robot, it's an AI, but who knows at this point, right? With the advances of technology. If you go to this website, so we're on this website, it's the only AI system that can create realistic images and art from a description in a natural language. What it is really, right here is an example: an astronaut riding a horse in a photorealistic style. So it came with these images right here. Honestly, I will say this could be a good reference for artists. And, like it has a lot of like teddy bears. Also, here's an example right here. Okay, so yeah, this is an example. A shopping groceries working on a new AI research. Moon, like so, pretty much anything you put, the AI will make it in some way, some form. I'm looking at this. You can see there's no really a lot of like uniqueness, but some of it's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. But honestly, this is actually a good tool for artists to use as references. I'm just saying. So with the AI kind of like, of course, coming through like the whole, artist role and all that, I stumbled upon Ludwig today. Well, I guess to say yesterday. He did a challenge where he did an AI versus real art, and this is how some of it went. All right, guys. So he's gonna make a edit version on this on YouTube, but I just want to take like a very few clips of like how it went, pretty much. So this is what he did. So he did a like AI versus real art, like created in traditional way kind of thing, or even digital, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so he did this right here. As for me, I could tell the one on the left is like the fake one for obvious reasons. And all right, guys, so he's gonna make a edit version on this on YouTube, but I just want to take like a very few clips of like how it went, pretty much. So this is what he did. So he did a like AI versus real art, like created in traditional way kind of thing, or even digital, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so he did this right here. As for me, I could tell the one on the left is like the fake one for obvious reasons, and you guys, and yeah, so yeah, the one on the right is real, the one on the left was fake. And let's
You
fast
ready?
for a little bit.
This is guaranteed fake. No trick questions on the test today. All right. Votes are in. Make sure if you guys haven't participated, the vote is in the chat thing. It's very easy to do on mobile and on computer. I'm seeing a lot of rights with 10,000 votes in. That will be probably impossible to switch to left. So here's where I reveal. The real one was actually on the right. You were right. 1 point, chat.
All right, so you guys can see it like right there. Like he did a voting system where that one wasn't too hard. So the one that I believe that people kind of like were like, what? Like the biggest one was this one. All right, guys. So here's another one right here where he did another test. This one's a little bit difficult because the one on the right, I feel like fine art. Honestly, that looks realistic of what like people do over there, especially the right one too as well. I don't like this art. But anyways, my opinion aside, I believe the one on the right side is the real one. I recognize it. It looks familiar. And the one on the left is fake. But check out the results of his chat. It's crazy.
52-48. Very tight race with 10,000 votes. You guys said the left one was real. 50% left, 49% right. I told you guys this was a hard one, and it was a very narrow vote. Chat, you were wrong. The one on the right is a painting.
All right, so as you see, people thought the one because the left side is very believable. If I'm being honest, the like it looks like a weird Picasso. No, I don't. I won't say weird Picasso. But it looks like a weird fine art, whatever they call it, kind of painting. And yeah, I mean the AI does capture, like, does make some very realistic type of artwork kind of thing and photos and all this kind of stuff. So is this trouble for artists? As of right now, I don't think it's a really big deal for the AI for artists right now. Like I don't think artists are in trouble for this or like are like in trouble. But we're gonna see a video of sort of explaining the AI artwork. Okay, so I stumbled on this video. I'm not gonna watch like I'm gonna do like an edit version on here so the video is not too long. But it's called the current state of AI generation art. Generated art, sorry, generation. I thought it'd be very interesting to kind of watch it here a little bit. Like I said, I'll do like an edit version on my video, so I'll take the whole thing. But I will put the link description below so you guys can support the creator of this and show them some love. So let's check it out.
So you may not be familiar with this term, but I guarantee you that you have internet. Maybe from a Twitter post, r/wowdude on Reddit, or even NFT marketplaces.
Oh,
How do
NFT.
these things look so surreal, realistic, and how are they all generated from just plain text? This machine learning magic is often categorized as text-driven image generation AI, but what kinds of AI are there? Where can I find them, and how are they different, you may ask? Well, you will be able to find out the answers to these questions in this video. I'll be covering all, if not most, of the modern text-to-image AIs.
So see right here, like I know some of these, but like the dall-e and 2 is like the newest one, or like the one becoming more popular. I've seen other content creators use it and all that kind of stuff, but I've seen other ones too as well. I've seen other ones too. It's very weird, interesting.
And making this video almost like a viewing fest.
An object that holds things together.
The notion of AI taking over humans' jobs was merely a notion in science fiction. It was not until the release of dall-e and Clip by OpenAI on January 5th, 2021, we got a taste of this dark future.
I wonder what's the point of this? They're trading it. I wonder.
Is as
what's the purpose?
As giving a verbal description of the image. An illustration of a Pikachu in a cape playing a guitar. A cell phone case with an image of a blue carrot. The limit is literally your imagination, and it does not stop here. The moment that changed everything is not how well dall-e generates everything realistically, but instead the ability to understand the text to make those images in the first place.
Okay, yeah, so this is this is what I'm wondering. It's like, you see these drawings? Like the AI created this? I'm like, bro, this is like, I don't know, could it be problematic for artists? Like in the longer run? Because this is just the beginning. This is just what, dall-e 2? But what it will be dall-e 3, 4, 5, 10 in the future. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, it's like, is this gonna push artists to work harder or push artists to do more traditional art? As of right now, you don't have a machine making paintings and traditional art, like fully, like fully on like canvas and everything. Maybe there is in some ways, like, you know, like factories of like toys and stuff, like, you know, like painting, all that kind of stuff, right? But someone has to create it. So like I said, this could be, what's the purpose of these AIs, right? And it is a very weird thing for me. It is very weird for me to see this, and kind of like it gets me thinking, like, could AIs actually take over artists? Because, you know, like I never had a doubt in my mind that's never gonna happen. But like seeing this, it kind of got me thinking, like, how does this work? But then I also thought about this. As of right now, the AI may be able to create images, but you don't have any editing tools to edit the image, pretty much. What that means is, like, say you make something on Photoshop, you want to change the color, you want to change a character, take one little thing and put another character in there. You won't be able to do that with the AI as of right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how advanced the AI could go to. This is just the beginning kind of thing. And it just gets me thinking. I'm not worried. It just got me thinking, because I wonder how many companies will start using this as like kind of like their sample place, right? You know how like in music you get samples of like existing stuff. You take that and then you create something new with that. So I don't know. It just is like thoughts go in my head, and yeah, let's just continue video.
text prompt will largely affect the direction of the general generation the AI has. This gave birth to the Unreal Engine trick, whereby adding this phrase at the end of your text prompt, anything that VQGAN plus clip generates would then become extremely realistic, especially the lighting. However, there is just one slight issue. The results aren't ideal most of the time, so people started tuning, fixing the notebook by themselves, uploading their version of notebook and sharing it with everyone else. In this process, countless notebooks with modifications would flood the internet, but at the same time creating this new relationship between AI art and collab notebooks. So when someone comes across a good generated art, instead of asking which AI, people would ask notebook instead. The combination of clip with other generative models were not left behind either. Clip plus again became the big
Demon
sleep.
Fire,
Clip
Cosmic,
plus
okay.
Siren became Deep Days. Well, I would say both weren't as impressive as VQGAN plus clip, and with a very small resolution, they do however produce some really fascinating results by themselves. Just to show a few examples here.
Do you credit the person who writes the passage or the AI? Or is it both? Like, your name, I guess the artist, like, say my name, Jonnyboig G, idea person, AI artist. I don't know, like, how would you put that? Because you didn't really create it, right? So it's like, you thought of the idea, but you didn't create it. So it's like, how's that gonna work? All right, guys. So I'm gonna go to the part where he talks about the dall-e, because that's the one that kind of is the most popular right now, and that's the one that Ludwig was using. So let's see what he says about that.
I was at it, dall-e 2 said hi to the world.
Like when you look at these images, they don't look bad. Not all of them look bad, honestly. Like a lot of it is good for concept art too, for sure.
For 2022, dall-e 2 was something I did not anticipate. In the
Yeah.
midst of the rise of diffusion models,
I did not anticipate that at all.
Because it is a project from OpenAI, but because its results were phenomenal. Quality, perfect. Accuracy, perfect. Realism, perfect. It really was something I did not expect machine learning to be able to do in such a short amount of time. But exactly how? All we know is clip and diffusion, as they unfortunately did not reveal any further details.
Oh, okay.
Here is dall-e 2 and latent diffusion side by side. dall-e 2 outperforms in resolution, style, coherence, and creativity. A photo of confused grizzly bear in calculus class. A detailed neoclassicism painting depicting the frustration of being put on hold during a phone call. Olive oil and vinegar drizzled on a plate in the shape of the solar system. Golden retriever riding in a hot air balloon. A cute white long hair anime fox girl in
Oh
the
my
forest.
god.
It just gets better and better and better.
Yeah.
I get sick of looking at these results, and amazingly, OpenAI is also providing people with early access if you sign up right now. While there are also many others like Glide that uses classifier-free guidance diffusion, CogView, which is a Chinese version.
I wonder what it is also with the rights too.
Which is
Did the person that thought of the idea have the rights?
in imitating what the original can do? Art generation still has a contender, Midjourney, made by one of the key contributors of Disco Diffusion and many others.
Oh wow, Midjourney, wow. I mean, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, are artists gonna go extinct? Art competition announcement. Wait, what?
Test the limit of AI generative art. I am going to host a small competition starting from.
That's pretty funny. So you gotta come up with like a really good idea and see. Okay.
The deadline will be July 10th for now, with 5 categories for you to win in. As for the prize pool, I'll see if I can find any sponsors that can increase it, but right now, personally, I will affect them, the job market, and the ecosystem of freelancing. But what I definitely know is that vector art and clip art would probably experience a saturation and slow decline in the need of.
Wait. Oh, this is what he's talking. Okay, so he's probably gonna have a better explaining, like what, how could it? Because I feel this will affect artists, honestly,
Side effects.
in some
What
ways.
does it mean for the future of artists? While
Yes.
I am not an artist myself, I cannot express genuinely how it will affect them, the job market, and the ecosystem of freelancing. But what I definitely know is that vector art and clip art would probably experience a saturation and slow decline in the need of actual artists when dall-e 2 or just any AI generative models mature. And you can start to see this cycle of the rich getting richer and normies getting normier. Big companies are definitely going to throw around these expensive AI models to profit off infinitely, while most of us can only sit here and watch the economy burn. Well, this is definitely just one of my hot takes for the future of AIs, and I really do hope scale is not everything, because if it is, cycles will definitely happen and we'll be the ones in trouble. And there's Flamingo, the next gen of clip made by DeepMind from Google. The accuracy in describing the image provided is absolute mental. Just wait for this to combine with Disco Diffusion and
Oh my god,
generative toy to play with.
how big of this is gonna affect artists. This is why I always say, gotta diversify your portfolio as much as possible, especially nowadays. I don't know, man. This is does like it's a little bit disconcerting. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But what do you guys think? Could AIs get so advanced to a point where artists are obsolete? Because there's only think about this. There's only very few artists that actually have a unique art style that's hard to remake. But there's not that many of them out there. So what about the majority who are still like doing their thing, figuring out their style, figuring out what they do, what they like, all this kind of stuff? Like, it gets you thinking. What am I gonna do? Before I go, let's check out the comments real quick, and then we'll see what happens. Like, let's just check out the comments. All right, let's see. Choose a creative career. They said it'll be among the last to be automated. They said, yeah. No matter how much you improve the tools, you still need to be creative to make something that stands out. I have a prediction that I've seen that's not really talked about. I feel like there will soon be a new art skill, the skill to prompt the AI to get intended results. Wide variety of prompting tools will be developed. This video will mostly show text-based prompts, but NVIDIA and also AI image generators that prompted in a label task. This is what I'm saying. Like, but also like think about this. Are we gonna get to a point? Because I'm not worried about like other people looking for artists. I'm worried about like bigger companies. Because bigger companies always trying to save up money as much as possible. And when does their budget rate art, concept art, graphic design, except like promo art, poster art, all that kind of stuff, right? So what happens if they want to use this instead of hiring artists or have artists like to work for them? Could that happen? I mean, they'll save much money as they can. Here's the comment. Like the last part. I think AR is going to really impact art as a craft, so to speak, which is basically all a freelance, or at least a good number of industry jobs. People who say paint unimportant backgrounds, assets, and like, at the same time, what we have now instantly huge useful for actual capital state creatives, since it doesn't give you enough control to integrate it into a coherent workflow. I'm looking forward to a generally functional AI solutions to simple but time-consuming tasks like turning precise but rough-looking sketch into a clean, finished line art, or rendering out an image space of heat lighting, material information, ideally integrated into painting software directly, anything that allows people to speed up the workflow without losing control over the kinds of results they end up with. Allow individuals, small teams to tackle much more ambitious projects, which results in new golden age of indie animation and games and production. So this is what I'm saying. Like, if an AI gets to a point where you can actually edit certain things out with ease, then that's gonna be like, oh my god, that's gonna be crazy. But it's still just image based. It's not creating like a whole game for you or anything like that, or create like a whole animation a project or anything like that. So it's not like that advanced. But I'm just saying to a point where it's like, where could it go in the future? Like, how much can it go in the future and affect the entertainment industry for sure? So yeah, that's pretty much what I looked into. It's very crazy. I'm still thinking like the future, like how this will affect art. I think it will affect artists. Like I'm like that's a big possibility. I mean, like we as artists, we really gotta step our game up. Like what I mean, like we gotta figure out original art styles, original characters, original everything we can. Because as right now, it cannot create those type of things. It cannot create original characters in that kind of way, as what I've seen so far. But like I said, this is just 2. It could go up to 10. I don't know. Go infinity. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy that video. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the AI will take over the world of artists and no artists will be obsolete? But yeah, hope you guys hit the like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a comment and let me know. AI, artists, who will win this war? What's the purpose? What do you guys think is the purpose of the AI of this to be like? Is it gonna be useful? What do you guys think the rights are gonna go towards to? Like the AI owns the rights. Whoever owns the company of that, who owns the rights, or the prompter who creates the idea, writing the idea. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching this video. Peace out, much love. I just have one. Oh, by the way, guys, I have one more thing left to do for my little mini documentary series video. I know I've been teasing for so long, but I'm really focused now on a lot of different things. But like editing is one of my things I've been working on lately. And there's just one thing I need to finish. It's a painting for the video. After that, we should be good. So hopefully very soon I could release it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the like, subscribe. Peace out, much love, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Woo!